Hey guys, before we get started, I want to talk to you about Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's one of the easiest ways to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's certain creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, which is super simple and easy to do. It's everything you need to make a podcast, and it's all in just one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hey guys, this is Punisher.
And Raven Woe, and we run the Ravens Block Cluster of Alliances.
Yeah, we'll just be going over some general information of our personal thoughts on Marvel Strike Force, our Discord channel, and just life itself. So, I hope y'all enjoy. Hey guys, this is episode 2. We are back. We're about to talk about a bunch of nothing because we have nothing.
Bringing you another awkward podcast. Maybe that should be our title since we don't have one yet.
Yeah, we really don't. So we're just gonna sit here in silence. We're gonna have pauses every 10 seconds, and we want you to feel
a lot of mms, a lot of coughs.
Yeah, or you can hear the other people like, "Oh my god, like Beast is coming," and like. You could have Defenders and like X-Men. See, I'm gonna do it like that. People are gonna hate me if I do that, so I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, we are back here. I'm drinking some water.
Yep.
We got a couple of things to go over, but we're gonna start off with our Discord. Most of y'all are in our Discord, and if anyone else out there listens and plays Marvel Strike Force, I almost said Microsoft Strike Force. I don't know why.
That would be a terrible game.
That would be. It'll probably cost a lot too. But yeah, so anyone plays Marvel Strike Force and is looking for a group, we have one. I will make another team, and I'll explain that later. I don't want to, but I'll explain it. We have a Discord. It's everything here is separated in teams since each alliance can only have 24 people, and we have 10 teams, right? If I'm correct.
10 alliances right now.
Or alliances, yes. Let's make it correct. We definitely we have those, and we have them specifically in color. So we have we go. Oh, well, I'm jumping into that. I didn't even say the name of what we are, even though it's in the podcast. But the Flock, basically right there was CBG, which was another division of mine for gaming. But yeah, so we have that whole thing. We have alliances. We have colors. Yeah,
a lot of colors. Nice
colors. Except for the last two. We kind of ran out of colors. We just threw in
I chose those names because brown just sounds bad. Flock Brown.
You could have done shit Flock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then Mint came about just because there wasn't really a color on the scale. Teal, it's not really teal, it's not really green. It's more of a minty color. So think of Colgate Mint.
Colgate Mint, man.
Yeah.
I don't even like mint, like just the flavor. But I gotta brush my teeth, so they make a berry flavor. I'm gonna be all over that. So
right.
So yeah, those are the only two like odd names out there, but in the end we still have our Black Flock: purple, green, red, pink, orange, white, and yellow.
Right.
And I started white and yellow, so those are still my babies, but it's cool. I can let them go. So yeah, anyone's ever looking for a team, we range in multiple power for each team. We have a home. We usually have a home for everyone that comes by. So we have a lot of stuff that goes down.
Number 11 will be coming, and we'll be looking for a lot of new players.
And no one's gonna like that color because
that's a long story. We shouldn't go down the path of right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that color or the meaning of that color. So we're just gonna move on. But yes, that is our Discord. So if you are looking for anything, just find us. It is the Flock. If you need us, we'll be around. I think we're gonna be having a Facebook page soon. I don't know how many people are going to want to be on there, but it's Facebook, so I want to see everyone's faces. It's probably going to be
Mhm.
fake for half the people, but hey, I'll accept it. But so we will have some more things coming out. We also have the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure out
Just-
what's going to go on there, but we do have.
But definitely the
laterals.
podcast will be uploaded onto the YouTube at least 24 hours, if not sooner than this podcast goes live. So
Yeah. So
we're putting other content, other theories, other simulations. We were putting a lot of content up there. Right now we don't have much, but we are working on getting more out. So there will be more content coming to the YouTube channel.
yeah, there'll be ways to find us.
Yeah.
You could also even find us if you're if you're playing Marvel Strike Force. I'm pretty sure you are going to be in the Marvel Strike Force server. I don't want to say his name, but I'm going to say it now. Casino, you can find us in there as well, and even in Valley Flying, you can find us there too. So we're
as well as as well as the other community servers. We're everywhere.
Yeah. So
yeah.
You see us pop up, and we don't look for too many people often because we try to have a low turnaround rate. So when we got a spot open, you're gonna be here for a while. I'm just gonna say now.
Yeah, jump on it. Jump on it.
Oh man. So yeah. Besides Discord, how have you been doing?
I've been great. It's
been a
been an
week.
eventful week. It's been an eventful week. But everything's cool. Everything's cool.
Yeah, it's been eventful. It's for me. It has too. It's been eventful in Discord also. There's been a lot of nonsense going on, but
Yeah,
we can't control everything. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I love when my DMs blow up.
Yeah.
I got to wake up.
Everyone turns to you. Everyone turns to you.
I'm HR. I turned into HR.
Yep, exactly.
I'm gonna have to change my nickname in Discord. In Discord, I go by Punisher and in Warzone because I love Punisher. But today, I am going to reveal my name. Oh, people are gonna know my name. It's not that big of a deal. Everyone's just like, just fucking say it already, okay? Punisher, just fucking say it. So my name is Tommy. That's what I go off of. People are gonna be like Tommy, but I'm gonna. I had to use that voice. That sounded ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone comes up to me when something happens. My DMs, I don't mind it. I'm gonna say that now, real quick. I really don't mind it. Just if I'm cranky, then I'm gonna be cranky. Like everyone gets in a certain way, but those are our events. That's what happens. But we'll just move on past it.
Brave of you. Very brave of you. Putting yourself out there.
I know I did.
And in the spirit of sharing, I will share my name. My name is Adam. Very simple name.
Oh my god. I did the Deadpool gesture from the first movie, but then I was realized like, hey, no one can see me, so there's like no point. So
yeah, just visualize it.
Yeah, just visualize it. Just not my face though, just Deadpool's face. So let's talk about Marvel Strike Force, MSF, the Strike. That game. So as frustrating as it can be. So we have go ahead.
Some big news from the blogs. They released the kit of Beast. That's something interesting. Now, if you listen to our last podcast, it was mentioned as a theory that they would release Beast as part of the Defenders. And even though technically he's not, and he's still giving a lot of abilities to X-Men, a lot of the stuff he provides can also be applied to Defenders.
Yeah, and a good amount too. So the team that you can make with him. Well, okay, I think it's going to make Punisher and Daredevil a lot stronger because those are the power hitters of the Defenders team. So you're definitely going to get something more out of them. And Punisher and Daredevil already hit pretty hard. So getting I mean, unfortunately, they are kind of squishy. I think whatever helps, not whatever, but what helps Daredevil is that he can dodge. But Punisher usually can die instantly depending who's attacking him, and like that makes me sad, but I get it. But I mean, yeah. So there's there's stuff out there for it, but definitely I think he can revive him. With the X-Men, it's like they have they have enough X-Men, even with the Brotherhood. I know they're not X-Men, but within that family, even if you go into the X-Men comics or anything like that, they have a good amount of people from the X-Men universe. So it's, show some love to Defenders a little bit, man. Like, come on, like,
time to bring them back.
It is. It's time to bring them back. Those were the pinnacle of Marvel Strike Force when this game came out. And then I think after, when would you say that team started to become less? Was it when Synergy came out or before?
No, even when Synergy was there, they were one of the power players. But when I would say around about the time of the introduction of the Brotherhood, the original one, that's when that's when they really team
And
after
Fury.
team after team, and every rework, and Fury with his shield, and Brotherhood, and X-Men. Obviously, you can't touch X-Men with Defenders.
Everyone
just
can be
complete power
Defenders,
creep.
so.
Except
that is
AIM.
completely.
AIM still has a tough time beating Defenders. AIM
Yeah,
Tron, no. With Ultron, no. But with standard AIM, they might suffer a little bit just because of the ability of despelling from Jessica Jones. That kind of negates what they do.
Yeah, and we totally went off on that on a side tangent for Defenders.
Totally.
But I'm okay with it because it's Defenders. Yes.
Beast. So the first two, his basic and his special, that's pretty normal. His basic, he attacks, he flips one positive to a negative. So that's good. Every basic, so you can flip a positive to a negative. This attack flips two positive effects, two negative effects during a counter attack or an assist. So even when he's assisting, he will flip. He'll flip two effects to a negative effect. So he's not just dispelling, he's actually flipping. Not many people flip. I think Doctor Strange might be one of the few that flip, which is good. And he's doing it on every attack with his basic. So that's pretty strong.
Scientist Supreme flips, doesn't she?
No, she doesn't flip, she just applies. She flips negatives to positives on her own team.
No, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't used her in a while, so.
Yeah.
So
Doctor Strange will flip.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
If you have
that one I
positives,
remember
you'll
because
flip them.
I hate his flip. So, when it happens to me, I love it when it's on my team. But
exactly.
He's going to add quite a bit. So even like his special, the volatile experiment, he's clearing two negative effects for himself. So that's taking care of himself, especially with team he's in. He's going to heal the two most injured allies for the percentage of whatever their max health is, and then he can attack all enemies for damage. And even with that special, it's pretty good.
I noticed it says allies. So that's anybody on his team. That's not just X-Men.
Yes. Yeah. It's very specific in his kit. So pretty much everything he does, he can actually do for others besides X-Men. And they did that on purpose, obviously. But
yeah.
But that's the cool thing, though, because
I think they.
Oh, sorry. We just totally stopped each other. Well, I'll finish. So I think the cool thing is that was funny. Is like, he does.
We promised you an awkward podcast.
Yeah, and you're gonna fucking get it. So, blasters, brawlers, protectors, controllers. He's doing something for everyone. So the offensive up to himself, blasters and brawlers, straight right there. Punisher and Daredevil getting offensive up, and then he applies it.
Don't forget, Iron Fist gets an offensive up too. So if you time it right to the Iron Fist ultimate with his Iron Fist, he's going to be punching holes through people.
Yeah.
Especially if you have high red stars on him.
They can just destroy a little bit more. Especially with protectors and controllers. For this sake, I'm not going to mention X-Men allies only because everything in his ultimate goes to X-Men allies. So that's just going to be a given. So, but even with this stuff, he puts a defense up against the protectors and controllers. So you could probably make. I haven't like tried it in my head yet, but you could make a pretty good team with defenders. I mean, you can make a pretty good team with anybody if you throw him in there. But he can do something good. The only thing that I see here is, well, he applies a speed up and he has ability energy to himself and all support. So that's another thing. Like he's covering every basis. But my only main thing is that, well, not is that he applies regeneration, but to all X-Men allies. So it doesn't say anyone else.
Yeah, that's the thing. So the regeneration, it was important. Okay, if you're going with the theory that you're not going to use them on X-Men and you're going to use them as a fifth defender, or whether mixed with Punisher, Daredevil, if you want to go classic defenders with Luke Cage, do you really need the regeneration? Because you're getting that from Luke Cage. The only person who won't would be him. You know, he doesn't mention to himself. He's only applying it to allies. So that falls away, but you need to decide: is it going to be important for you or not? But otherwise, the other stuff he applies to everybody in the defenders. Now, no, we're harping on it. We sound like some old men talking about a year ago, looking for the days of old defenders coming back. But eventually, it'll have to. So, I mean, he could be a viable fifth. Either remove Luke Cage and have more firepower, or keep Luke Cage and, sorry to say, but remove Punisher and maybe put him on another team. Depends on your Punisher, really. If you got a high-powered, high-red star Punisher, I would replace Luke Cage and have a more of a war offense, arena offense kind of team instead of having sustain. You know?
Yeah, I think it's you just have to pick a smart move, like when you have to go through. I don't think though that unless they change it, because I don't see anything here for it. I don't think that. I think he's going to be more of an offense for war than actual defense. Like that's me, because I don't see anything here specific to war stats. But from what he's doing, I think they'll be best for offense, and I think this could also bring back using defenders to help out in offense.
Especially war offense.
Yeah, because I mean, in any other way, I'm not too sure.
But his thing is, his passive looks like it's completely geared towards X-Men. So what it does, it actually gives more sustainability to X-Men. So you could use your Phoenix, because the second point on the blog, if an ally is an X-Man, oh wait, no, not the first, the second one, the first one. If this character has 3 or more X-Men allies at the start of a battle, the first ally's death does not count towards the loss of a medal in campaigns or challenges. So that is what everyone's been complaining about, is that they released Phoenix as like this mega super killing machine. And everyone wants to use
want her to die because it gives you that benefit.
But when she dies, you lose a star and you don't 3-star it and you can't auto farm. Especially on campaigns and challenges. And then and then everyone slaps their forehead and gives themselves a headache. So they specifically added this passive line to allow Phoenix to die. And allow you to still get the 3 stars. As long as you have Beast on that team. So they're gearing him towards allowing not sustainability, but at least being able to power through. I mean, some of these high-end tier 11, tier 12 challenges, they require not X-Men, but they require Phoenix. And a lot of people have Phoenix at a high level. A lot of people push Phoenix. And you use her and you win, and then you see 2 stars. And everyone just wants to die.
So that makes sense. That's really cool, though.
This helps.
Yeah, that's the cool thing is that in 2 years, or is it going on 3 years now? For Strike Force? Either way.
2 years.
2 years? Okay. So the cool thing is that they've never really done anything specific to campaigns or challenges for characters. So that's actually, I mean, yes, if you have a revive for either Doctor Strange or Minerva, even Shield Medic, if she revives someone, you still get that star back. But to specifically state it, you can't. So to specifically state that in a passive move for a character is actually kind of cool because, I mean, if someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't actually seen that for anybody. So I think that's really cool.
No, it's a direct message from the developers saying that we listen and we care. Because this has been a complaint for a while now. Even within the flock, a lot of people have said like, I won, but I didn't. But my Phoenix died, and I didn't get 3 stars.
Yeah,
It's a
and when I first
frustration
found that
point.
out, I was
Yeah.
pretty bad. But so, do you think that was Foxnet, or do you think that was when they switched over to Scopely?
I think it was Foxnet. I don't know. I have to go back. I don't want to comment on it and see the old data mined leak of Beast, whether or not it matches this. I think they tweaked him though. So
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't I won't look at the data mines because anything can change within that time.
oh yeah,
I'd rather
it
just
can.
wait till something comes out. I mean, data
Yeah.
mines are great, but
Mhm.
it's great for the people that actually do all that. Which at the same
Mhm.
time too, I'm just like, just wait till the announcement. Be surprised, you know.
Mhm.
And that goes to anything, man. Just in gaming, it's like just
Yeah.
wait till they announce it officially. Like I'm tired of leaks. Like just let me
Mhm.
be a surprise, man. It's like you're spoiling us an episode of a TV show for me.
You're
But
right. I would love it if somehow they could hide it and keep it on like a test server out and not leak anything. And then one day we
yeah,
get a patch and they say coming soon, and then we just don't know who. We download it. We go through our rosters. Oh my god, it's Yellow Jackets or somebody, you know. So I would love that. I totally get your point. We're spoiled. We know what's coming a month before it comes,
yeah.
and we just don't
It's
look forward to it anymore.
yeah. You're like, oh yeah, see, yeah, we talked about that. They're already coming
Hello.
out. So I want the surprise. Did you say hello? Oh, so Raven just fell out, and now he's back, and he fell out again. So that's fine. He's gonna fall out a couple of times. It happens. He's in Dubai, by the way. If anyone was curious, I'm pretty sure most of y'all know in here. But in Dubai, it's a little different out there when they're on voice. So he has to fight for it a little bit. Oh, yeah, there you go. Welcome back. You good?
I guess this will be the running theme of our podcast, cutting out halfway through.
It's okay. I explained it. So when y'all listen to episode 3 and he falls out, you're gonna hear me ramble for a little bit because I don't know when it's gonna happen. But I can get by. Hopefully you appreciate it. I just told him that you're in Dubai, and sometimes connection wise, it happens. It happens, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So
water is delicious.
So I can't remember what I was saying. Actually, I do remember it. I just don't know where I cut out from.
we were just talking about how characters come out. Well, they don't come out, and someone finds it, leaks, and then so.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's just we don't have that cool element of surprise anymore. It's always just we know a month in advance. Like even now they're releasing blogs and saying, "Oh, you're getting Squirrel Girl," and that's like 2 weeks away. You know?
Yeah.
For once, I would just like them to say nothing. We get an update, and we download the update. Then we run to our rosters. Oh my god! Yellow Jackets, who's been in the data mines for like 2 years now.
I actually don't, and I haven't in a while, and I really don't care. But I haven't popped in our general chat, like the overall general chat in our Discord, in a while. I've been mostly focusing on the teams that I was help running, or just my team. I haven't been as chatty, but a lot of things get shared in there, so I don't see them, and on purpose, I always try to avoid them. That's always been me. So when I get to see that new loading screen, and then I get to see Beast sitting right there, I'm just like, oh hell yeah! But at the same time, I want them to stop making new characters. Like I want them to just give it a break. It's like one team comes out. Yeah, it's like one team comes out and it's like, oh shit, these guys came out, like Mercs are out. Let's do something. And then like less than a month later, like, hey guys, we got a new team for you, and they're gonna beat Mercs. Like, okay, like, can I have time with the team? I mean, shit. Like, so, but overall though, I am excited for Beast mainly because it can help a Defenders team a lot more. So
it could.
And
I mean, you don't have to use them in X-Men.
No, yeah, you don't. And I hope the survivability in Defenders is increased a little bit just by having them in there. And it definitely would be.
It's not. Even if the survivability, because they do have good sustain if you use them right. It's the power. Just having, because sometimes to build them up, the one thing that Defenders are missing is an offense up. They have defense
and Beast
up.
can do that.
Yeah, they have counter, they have defense up.
You could keep Cage in there and let him still be the protector and taunt and add the regeneration to the team, and his death proof, which is really helpful. And he provides energy when he goes into that. And then if you take out, let's say you take out JJ, Jessica Jones, and you put Beast in that instead. So you're still going to get offensive up for your blasters and brawlers. You're going to get the defense up again for your protectors and controllers. So if you're fighting someone who's going to remove, and it happens sometimes too. If Cage throws up his defense up, you could be fighting an enemy, JJ Iron Fist, flips with Doctor Strange, and anyone that's going to remove his defensive up, it makes him vulnerable when he has taunt. So if you have Beast, you can put his defense back up for him.
Oh yeah, having a double defense up options help.
Yeah, because he doesn't.
But you need to time that.
Yeah, you do.
That needs to be timed. He can't do that on AI. Well, we haven't seen Beast on AI yet, but I'm assuming even like defenders on AI is not as good as defenders under your control.
Yeah,
Altering defenders is never a good idea.
Yes. So let's say if you put Beast in. Sorry, let's say you put Beast in with an X-Men's. Who would you want to switch out? I was thinking...
Everyone's going to say Wolverine. Everyone's going to say Wolverine.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because Storm isn't really used either.
No, I mean, people either use Wolverine or they use Storm. I think more people use Storm than Wolverine. I am a champion for Wolverine. I've had friendly arguments about this in the server. I think timed perfectly, Wolverine gets his ultimate to clean up. So you have Phoenix.
It just takes
who
so
dies.
long.
Yeah, but it works because let's say you're going even match. Let's say Asgardians on War. They can punch up about 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 in a good room. And the timing. It takes about 2 turns for Phoenix to die because Psylocke will put a deflect on her. Sometimes she can die round 1, depending. But timing-wise, normally, I've at least 9 out of 10 times, Cyclops will get a special off before Phoenix dies. So his next move should allow his ultimate. Yeah. So second round, Phoenix should die, and that's when Cyclops gets his offense up. He gets all emotional, and if he survives, he blasts everybody.
Jean Grey.
Exactly. So he kills everybody, or not everybody, but he'll leave maybe the top 2. Now let's say you're fighting like 100k Hela, or you're fighting a 100k Sif, or somebody at 100k, and Phoenix doesn't take out that person with her ultimate. You'll have Wolverine's ultimate waiting, and his ultimate is increased because of Colossus. So he cleans up nicely. So I prefer that. And Storm, you'd have to build up her charges and keep her alive. And keeping her alive is nuts.
I hate that. I'm just gonna say right now, I hate that. She could be so amazing, but it takes all that energy just to make her main attacks amazing in general. So I mean, no, I totally get it. Because okay, so if you look at the X-Men team with Beast, I mean, well, currently the current X-Men team, especially for like arena war offense, if you use them like that, even Blitz. If you're looking at the current X-Men team, it's Colossus, Cyclops, Psylocke, Phoenix, and Wolverine. You don't want to remove Psylocke because she is a brawler as well, but she can. Oh man, I forgot some of her moves. She's viable. I would think. I'm going to say that because I can't remember some of her moves, but at the same time, she can do some decent damage, and she has the dodge effect.
No, that's true. She applies dodge to anybody.
That's
below
what 50%. She does. She can
but
transfer 2 negative effects from herself.
Yeah.
And to each ally to her target. So
exactly. So Phoenix takes everybody's, and then she transfers Phoenix's. Yep. So that's where she's useful. But I mean, depending on Beast, I would have to use Beast to know. But He could be. Psylocke could go to a Brawlers team because now young defenders are coming out. The Brawlers team is no longer useful. That's what we said last week. So Psylocke's a Brawler. Psylocke could technically go, but
Well, I guess that
we'd
would
have to
be
weigh it.
your opinions. I guess that's what's going to help out because
Yeah.
most people are going to care about what happens in arena and what happens in war. So
Right.
they're going to look at either Wolverine and they're going to look at Psylocke. I don't see why anyone would take out Cyclops. That's just going to be me.
No, it
He's-
needs to be Cyclops. You need Cyclops, you need Phoenix.
You do.
You need Colossus. You need those three.
Yep,
Colossus
you,
and
you
his,
definitely do.
Yeah,
It's
you need that.
it's
without
it's
question.
going to be a weird thing because what's also going to make everything so different, and I do have the info on her. I just need to read up on it again because it's been a while. Is that you're going to have X-23, and that's the next X. That's another X-Force team, but that is X-Force. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm pretty sure. Me, like I said before, I don't care for meta. I like to make a lot of makeshift teams. I like to just have fun with them. I think of the old days of MSF.
Yeah,
And,
no synergy.
no synergy, but at the same time, you can find good synergy of teams now.
I promise we are not old men. We just talk like we are. So
Yeah, we just talk like, oh, my back while I make this podcast. So Beast, it's like he's throwing out my back right now. Like, no, well, that didn't make any sense. But yeah, so X-23 is strictly mainly for X-Force, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to see her in other teams. And I'm wondering if she's going to pop up in an X-Men team or be used with Wolverine.
Well, because she has synergy with Wolverine.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
She does.
And she has quite a few passives that I remember.
Yep.
I know on her turn she can heal. I forgot the percentage. I think it was like, what was it, like 5-10%, I think.
Yeah.
But, it's like, well, I have the notes here. And, yep, 10%, sorry. So she also has the other option of filling up her speed bar when an enemy drops 50% health. And depending on her attacks, if let's just say she was in there with the Phoenix because she's going to get hit so hard, she's instantly going to get her speed bar back and make her attacks. But I think what's going to make her annoying too is that, and even if you put her with Beast, but X-23 is when she drops below health, she gains 2 evades.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another thing too for her. But we haven't dug too deep talking about X-23. She is coming out very soon, actually. This was mostly about Beast because, he's brand new and what he can work on. But I think we covered most of what we can about Beast. We're not going to fully know how things are going to turn out once he actually does come out.
We'll do a YouTube video and we'll cover it in a future podcast when one of us gets him. Now, not saying this to boast, but I think both of us are pretty much free to play. So we do things the old-fashioned way.
I purchase sometimes, not too often. When my checks were coming back in, COVID-19 kind of like messed up a lot of stuff, and it's still going on, especially here in Texas for me. But when I did go back to work, I started getting all my money back, and I was like, fuck yes. And the first thing I fucking did was I bought Red Skull because his event finished, and then I bought Taskmaster. But I haven't bought any other characters. If I spend something, it's rare that I do it, but it used to be on cores back in the day. Like, it's like, oh, I need one more gear piece. I'm out of cores. Let me just get that 150 cores real quick, finish it out, and I'm good. Lately, though, with the store updates, if I see a really, really good deal, like Colossus right now, 50 shards for $1.99 for me here in Texas, in the States, it's like, I took advantage of that. When Minerva came up, I think she came up for like $1.99 for 50 shards. If I remember, I was like, hell yes. Or I think it was $10. I don't remember, but Minerva shards don't come up very often. So, I'm just gonna say that right now. But I think we both will get Beast without having to spend. I hope, if he's a Blitz character, that's going to be easy. If he's gonna have an event, which I doubt.
No, I don't think he will. They don't normally do 2 events per patch. They do 1 event a patch, and that's already reserved for Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
So if he's a 45 unlock, he's probably a blitz. He could.
Yeah.
We have to see how many shards.
The only other thing he
can't
could
find
be
any.
is a milestone, but that usually isn't too difficult.
Yeah.
Even if you just
Depends on
get
the
on and
milestone.
play. Well, yeah, but even like with Symbiote Spider-Man, who else was in those milestones? I think Captain Marvel's been in a couple of times with the
Yeah.
milestones.
And
Even
Agent
with
Coulson.
those, yeah, Agent Coulson. Oh my god, I hated that one. Even with those
ones are okay. It's the Blitz milestones I have an issue with because they give us doo-doo characters that we have to push for. I mean, the last one was for Negasonic, and what was those blitzes on between? It's like nothing useful. Like Mr. Fantastic, okay, he was okay.
Ronan was one of them too. I was confused as to why Ronan was in there. So I was like, usually I will play Blitz just so I can have the credits because
oh yeah, the credits.
Because currently
the milestones.
I only have 3 characters that I need to get for my Blitz, and it's Toad, Strife because I wasn't working on him before, and I stopped. Oh no, I do have the thing. Nope, it's just Toad and Strife. That's all I need. But I'll purchase a bunch of defense boosts when I can, and War Energy, so that way it's on reserve in case something happens. But I mean, I don't even know what to say. Ronan was bullshit. I didn't want to do that. So,
I wasn't Ronan or was it Night Nurse? It was something weird. I don't think it was Ronan. I think Ronan's the current Blitz, isn't it?
No, current Blitz right now is Graviton.
Oh yeah, Graviton. Right.
No, I remember it being Ronan, and unfortunately, I can't just. I don't think I can just look at it unless I go look like upcoming. You know, this is who it is. But either way, I don't want to dig through all that crap in my game for mail because it's so much. But knowing me, I probably am gonna do it.
No, it's not that important. But no, just the point being, those Blitz milestones, they don't give us quality characters to Blitz for, but we have to Blitz for them.
And I even see them do voting, like, who do you want to see next? I never see those characters come up. Like, why do they vote?
Right.
Yeah. I'm at a loss.
No, they pretty much work. I mean, the last one was Mr. Fantastic for Father's Day. He won, and we got the Blitz. And I think the next one that was fan voted on was Toad.
I remember Toad. That was cool. Okay, if I'm missing that there are actual votes that did go through, then my bad.
They do go through. They do, like, clearly. Like Toad is coming up because he won the vote. Mr. Fantastic won the vote, and
see those two I didn't mind at all. Like those are cool.
No, those are okay. Like those are newer characters. We don't have much time to get them.
Yeah, when they give me Night Nurse or Ronan, and they're like, "Hey guys, we have Wolverine." Why? This is a daily login. I don't need him.
Exactly. And then we have to blitz our head off because we need to get the other character that we get orbs for. And those orb drops are terrible. The highest one was 8. For Negasonic was 8. I got 8 once.
I remember I forgot what it was. I remember I had pushed like harder than ever before in Blitz because I was like, you know what, I want this character.
Ghost Rider.
And I don't know if it was Ghost Rider, to be honest. Maybe it was.
Sure it was. I think it was Ghost Rider.
I know like the idea was like hitting like I think it was like 2 or 3 mil. No, it was 3 mil. 3 and up, like to get like a decent amount of shards for it.
25 shards for 3. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you go in and they give you a little less than what you're supposed to, and it's like, why did I play so hard for you to give me nothing? Like
exactly.
You gotta be way up there.
It was that was Red Skull. You know, there's I keep saying there's a kind of a stock market on Blitz predictions. It's decided by a few people who think they pretty much know the game, and they put a number out there, and then everyone aims for that number, but then everyone's thinking that number's too low, aim for it higher, and then everyone goes higher, and it's kind of like mass hysteria controlling the Blitz scores.
Mm-hmm.
And I am petitioning to change the way Blitz works. Like, I don't mind the concept of it. I don't like the scoring of it.
No,
They should
I
bracket
totally
it
agree.
off.
I totally
You know?
agree. Blitz is not one of my. It's not one of my favorites, but I use it if I make a new team. I've said it before. It's not perfect, but I like to see how how they're going to work with each other. It's not a great
Right.
like for war or anything like that. But I mean, now you don't really have to do that because now you have PvP. So you got some friends on there. You can just be like, hey, I want to try out this team. So
Oh yeah.
you can
Especially
do
the
it. But
balance mode.
I honestly, if Beast is going to be like, if Beast is going to run like how Red Skull was going with the 100 shards it was or whatever, then I'm not getting that. I'll tell you right now. Like I'll probably get halfway, but I'm not going to get that because then I have to wait for his second round,
blitz.
and I don't think they reward you with shards in the end on those second rounds, if I remember
No,
correctly.
they've changed it now for the 100 shards. They do that.
They do that now.
But
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Only if it's 100 shards. If it's 45, no, they don't do that.
Okay, good. Because I'll be honest, when when Red Skull was there and I didn't get it, and it was the second round, I was mad. So I was like, I'm not gonna fucking blitz again. I think I just did up to like, I think I hit the full milestones on him, and I was just like, I'm not gonna push hard anymore.
Nope. No, the Red Skull Blitz though gave you shards on the second run.
Okay.
They started that trend with Mr. Sinister, but the one before that, the only 100 shard Blitz before that was Carnage, and they didn't do that for Carnage, and that's why everyone was moaning. So they changed that. I don't know if they'll continue changing that. Maybe they'll go back to that of how it was with Carnage. But
maybe.
yeah.
I mean, either way, I'm glad they do that. I didn't pay attention to it because I don't think I was even playing that day. Mr. Sinister was out because I remember there was a few times where I took a break and I just basically logged in, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. Like I was like, I need a break right now.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it because you don't have an endpoint. You don't have a goal. You just have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it until So, and now they've.
it happens.
I'm not saying it was good, but there was blitz botting with macros, and now they've even found a way to catch that. Apparently, I have yet to see any actual evidence.
I saw that.
Yeah,
but most people are doing that were using BlueStacks and Nox and things like that. I use BlueStacks. I'm using it right now. Actually, I'm doing my raids, but I don't do anything that I know. BlueStacks gives you the keys, so you can you can press something like 1, 2, or 3 to do your ability attacks. I think what is it, W and Q for auto and the speed, but I haven't just done a macro just to keep running. And but I'm pretty sure they found out because, I mean, okay, if you're on a mobile device, it doesn't matter what it is, a tablet or a phone. If the game is running in your background after you minimized it, if you come back after so long, it has to restart. You can't just let it sit there. But if you're doing it on BlueStacks or Nox, it stays on. So I'm pretty sure they're looking at, okay, who's been on the longest. Like, that's my guess. I usually use it for war so I can monitor if I'm not busy. But at the same time, I have to close it out sometimes.
I mean, I previously have said that there's no way to catch it because it's an external, but after doing some more research and thinking about it more, one of the few ways I think they would is heat mapping, where they would check where your finger is being on the screen. So if you're using a mobile device, you're not going to click the exact same spots to hit your basic attack. You're not going to hit that exact same pixel every time. Your finger's going to be on different spots of the button on each press.
Well, then I'll just get a touchscreen laptop.
Yeah, but then no, I'm saying it's like even with
stupid.
I mean, you'd have to build a physical robot to do blitz for you if you want to cheat the system. Because if they are using heat mapping, you'd be able to check where you're touching the screen, and you'd be able to count the seconds, even down to the micro or nanosecond of between attacks. So when it's your turn, you're not going to exactly attack at your turn immediately. So they're checking for that. But again, if you're doing auto, they're going to be counting that. So try and imagine going into a battle. You have the load screen, and then you click 2 times to click times 3, right?
Yeah.
And that's the first time, and then you tap auto. So those 2 heat maps, you're not going to tap auto in the same place every time. You're going to maybe tap on the corners or in the middle, or maybe the time between. You're not going to be exactly 2 seconds after your battle loaded to hit auto. You're going to maybe to be 3 seconds or 1 second or 1.5 seconds. It's going to vary in time. So if they monitor those things and they vary, then you're human. And if they are exactly the same every time, that's a bot.
Yeah, they're gonna start throwing ads up in Marvel Strike Force. They're gonna be like, which one of these are street lights? Which images? Like,
oh
no.
my god, that's the day I quit. Straight up. Straight up.
Oh my god, I see so many ads now. Like, I don't even play very, very many mobile games. Marvel Strike Force is probably the only game that I've played longer. Okay, I'll put it this way. Every other mobile game I ever played has only lasted maybe 2 to 3 days for me. Like, just honest, it doesn't last very long. So playing this game this long is it's nice, but most of those smaller games, they have ads after you complete every mission, and if sometimes they'll come up every 2-3 missions, and it's just constant 15 to 30 second ad, and I'm just like, I don't want this. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, but, if those adverts came up, the developers are going to lose half of the people. That's literally going to be a Thanos snap.
Yeah, they're gonna start giving people Beast for free. Like, here you go, we're sorry. Yeah. No, they probably wouldn't do that. They
watch
love
this
money.
ad and imagine watch this ad and unlock Beast for an hour.
Okay, no, I'll be done. I'll be like, I need a refund. I need a 2-year refund of my life, and I need like the $100 I probably spent in total. Like, I just give it back to me.
Emotional damages.
I'm gonna start banging like that on my desk. Like, no, this is bullshit. I'm not playing no ad game. Would you like extra energy?
Wow, that would kill the
awesome.
game.
We can give that to you. Just make sure you put your credit card in and watch this 30-second ad. Like, no, I'm gonna stab you. Like,
you want more energy? Oh my god, yeah. Or you like unlock characters for like 30 minutes, or like get more energy. Watch an ad.
I'm gonna be so unhappy.
Me too. That would kill me. And then like between every blitz battle, you got to have a 30-second ad that you can't skip. But if you skip it, you don't get, I don't know, extra boost. But if you watch it, you get like a reward, like maybe a deflect or something on your characters.
Yeah.
You know what? That would kill the game. So anyway, back on a tangent. If we want to continue, we'll just go through the rest of this blog post. So our arena update, we're getting Blob, which is a good thing. Not many people have, unless obviously, I mean, if you just do everything the old-fashioned way, you're gonna get, gonna have like a 2 or 3 star Blob. So it's good that he's coming. Now we can build up our Brotherhood.
Yeah, because my Blob is low on shards. Like,
yeah, that's a good thing. And it's good that he's coming to the arena store. I mean, I don't mind the arena store. I don't like things going to the war store.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Yeah.
So yay for Blob. So let's do it.
Okay.
The next event that's coming up though is Nick Fury. So this will be a good time for vets to get the 7 stars. For some of our newer alliances like Mint and Oak, this is going to be a good time to. Wow, my throat just fucked up. This will be a good time to get Fury if you have Kree minions. So hopefully y'all have been working on that. Anyone that's new to the game, y'all have been working on Kree minions. You know, get Fury. He changes shield so much.
Yep.
Even just Fury alone. Once you get close,
and he's good. And he's good on other teams. I mean, his ultimate goes into his ultimate goes into his special, because his ultimate will give him a bunch of buffs, and then his special spreads those buffs to everybody. The only folly to that is when he brings out his Black Bolt. He's the only like hard counter to that whole mechanism, because when Fury brings his summons, he gets disrupted, and then he won't be able to spread anything. So, other than Black Bolt, he's pretty decent.
Is what we're trying to say. So,
and get ready, guys. Build up your mercs. we're going to be having a Merc campaign again, probably a Payday. Because we're going to have... actually, they didn't mention Payday. They're just mentioning that we're going to have a mercenary villain special two double time drop. 2 time drop.
It's
So
the Mayhem
get
event,
ready
so
for that.
double
Yeah.
shards. So I'm gonna.
Mm-mm.
I haven't touched my Kree in a while. I don't even know where they're sitting at shards right now. So you may not be seeing me hit that 7-star for Fury because I kind of totally forgot about that. But I will fix it
Yeah.
next time because he's just gonna come back. So whatever. Don't forget though. Also, don't forget Yondu is coming to Blitz. Oh yay, Yondu, and also X-23 will be after Yondu if I'm correct. So
Go hard on X-23. She's worth it.
yep,
The
we're gonna need
X-Force
to get
team in
ready for
general
that.
is worth it.
Yeah, so
I punched up with 4 X-Men on War recently. I punched up about 120 against defenders. Just on the just with 4 members in Storm. No, not 4 defenders, 4 X-Force.
Oh,
Storm.
4X. I was like, damn. Oh, okay. Okay. Then yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work out. I'm okay with that.
Mm.
Yeah, so get ready for those two. I'm more excited for X-23. I don't care about Yondu. I mean, unless you're using him to get Star-Lord later on down the line, I mean, sure, go for it. But
I might blitz. I might blitz for Yondu. I need to get my 7-star Star-Lord, and I think my Yondu is like 2 something. I might be able to 2 7-star him on this.
I think you can get most of them, for the exception of Rocket because he comes up. But I know nobody uses her anymore. But Gamora, Mantis, and Drax, for sure you can get those 3. I mean, you should have those 3. If you start the game, me personally, you should always have 3 teams already off the back because of the campaigns, and then it should be easy to get the other teams in the stores. But that's just a small tangent. I can go into that later on. But and Star-Lord's not even nearby because he, but get your Kree up. Let's go back to get your Kree up.
Get your Kree up.
Yeah, Fury makes a big difference for a shield, which is really nice because it's helpful, especially in war. If you want to focus that for a defense, they're really good. So you want to stay on top of that team for sure. Pretty much though, that is most of the main updates that are coming out there for the bonus event, the Blitz, Nick Fury, and the Arena store. So we're gonna be a little busy, which is nice. So I did the voice again, but we're gonna be a little busy. But yeah, it's kind of hard to go through everything that comes up. There's so much. Sorry, I was stretching. There's so much to do every time. So it's kind of like you just need to pick. You just need to pick and choose. If you don't have Kree all the way up right now, and you miss Fury, it's not the end of the world. These guys come back. They have rotations, so no one should sweat it too much. I'm not expecting the newer guys to get them instantly, unless some of them were dropping cash for some of the characters, or just gonna put it right there. They were just dropping cash. So if you don't get Fury, don't worry. He will come back. I don't know who would be the next character. I have a list, but I forgot. But yeah. So try your hard to get Fury if you have the teams, and if not, work your ass off to get X-23.
Also, rumor has it that Fury will be moved away and become a mini legendary. He's going to
really
become like Iron Man, be a permanent legend. Well, permanent event.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a rumor. It hasn't been confirmed, but they're saying that they're dropping off the older ones so that the newer ones can take its spot, because they'll run out of time and space eventually. And they want to keep the whole length of time between legendaries at a certain length.
That makes sense.
Otherwise, we'd have a legendary once a week. Eventually.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
52
good point.
legendaries, so so they're trying to keep this time and make it twice a month, or so they're moving away the older ones. So that's a Fury and Star-Lord are the older ones, so maybe they might become. That's just what I've been hearing. It's nothing confirmed either.
Yeah, just
But it makes
imagine if
sense.
those guys like, hey, Fury and Star-Lord, check them out in the
Yeah.
arena store. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. No,
So,
there'll still be events like Iron Man. They won't be openly accessible, but they will be there like at any time. So they won't even
yeah.
be in rotation.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So that's going to be really interesting. So, hey, that would be something to look forward to if that actually does happen. But, we can
Right.
go from there.
So
Well,
what else can we talk about?
I think we actually covered a lot in the time that we have.
Yeah.
We went pretty deep with Beast. I like to think we did. We
Yeah.
went through everything there. We talked about the new updates coming out, X23. We even talked about possible teams. We had our little tangents. I was trying to stay on the main topic, but look, man, things bother me and I want to talk about them. So,
But at the same time, though, we can talk about one more thing. This new Asgard counter in War.
I want to talk about that right now because I fucking hate the Asgardians in War.
Yeah.
Every time I see them, I'm just like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." I'm just like, get away. Nah, don't listen to me when I just did that singing voice.
Please,
Yes,
yeah, like try and edit that out.
yeah,
Just
it's
do.
just gonna have to be a whole blank out spot unless you want me to do like a much deeper voice, like ha. I can do that, but yeah, y'all want to hear me do stupid voices? I can totally do that later. Yes, the counter. I forgot about this. I am excited. I will let you explain this.
So on the outside, it looks like something that would be photoshopped to give people hope, but it's not. We tried it. We've had it happen to us, and we've tried it, and it works. It's basically in War. It's a 4-man team. You're gonna have 3 people on one side, a blank space, and 1 person. You're gonna have Phoenix, Colossus, and Drax on one side. You're gonna leave a blank space, and you're gonna put Cyclops.
Now, does he
And
go like on the far? Like, if everyone's on the right side, does he go on the far left,
on the
like in the
far
back?
left.
Okay,
Yes. Or if everyone's on the left side, he goes on the far right.
far right. Okay, as
Yeah.
long as you have that space open between them.
There has to be a gap in between. Looking at these numbers, power. You want your Cyclops to be decent. You need at least 4 red stars on him. You'd want your Phoenix to be high, and the other 2 really don't matter. The concept behind it, I believe, is that if Drax dies early, he will taunt to begin. Loki will begin and put his special on Drax, and if he dies, Hela has nothing to spread. So that basically negates half of the burst attack. And then the space between them prevents any chain attacks going to Cyclops. When Phoenix dies, Cyclops gets off his ult, Phoenix does her ult, and Colossus is doing his thing, basically. And the numbers that are coming out are huge. Like, I've seen a punch up of like 175,000 punch up against Asgardians with just 4 members.
But that's the key thing you need to remember, though, is that if you're using this team, you can't just expect to win just because you're like, okay, I got Cyclops. He's 2 stars. He's 2 red stars. I can do this, and he's strong. But I mean, they need to be evened out. I mean, I've seen people, go into an attack and they're way off. The red stars can play that part in their power. It's like, so you need to make sure that team is even in its power that's going to be able to take them out. Because you need Cyclops to stay alive.
Right. No, yeah, 100. You need Cyclops to stay alive, and you need Phoenix too. But the gap between Phoenix, the gap that you're creating with Cyclops helps. And again, like I said, Drax will take everything at the beginning because he taunts on spawn.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
Like Asgards are strong, but the opening burst is what makes or breaks the attack. If you survive that opening flurry, you will be okay to go on. And Drax taking everything at the beginning, you don't even need that high powered Drax. I've seen Draxes as low as 30 to 40,000. So, I mean, there are like a lot of elements in play here, and it just works.
As long as he dies, it messes up Hela, and then you can clean up with everyone else, which it totally makes sense. I'm gonna have to try that at some point. Not in a war. I don't want to go in there and fuck up, but I will have to do that in a PvP.
No, try it in a war, because Asgard's in war. They have the special defenses.
Okay, yeah.
Just do like a 50k punch up. That's because I've shown you a picture. It happened to our alliance. One of the strong Asgards on defense from our member Nephilim. I'll give him a shout out if he listens. He actually got his Asgards are pretty strong, and this attack against him worked. One of our members, and I just can't find now who it was, did the attack in today's war and actually came through. And to try it, I'm gonna try it next war.
Okay,
my Drax,
I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, I mean,
so if possible Asgard's counter, guys. Make sure y'all.
Yeah, and if it fails, just cancel your attack. So have enough credit to buy one to cover up. That
makes sense. It should be easy to get that one credit. So,
just a credit.
Yeah. So give it a shot.
It works.
Hopefully it does work. Just give it a shot and let it go for the best that he can. So hopefully it works for y'all.
Yep.
Well, I think we hit a lot of things. Even today, even though it was minimal, we branched it out. Right. Definitely. Next episode is
we said it last week, but we'll definitely do it next week. We'll be talking about arenas, and we'll try and get a few guests from within the flock on
arena and war. So I want to check out. I want to see people's. I want to hear about their war defense. I want to hear about their room placement, because that's very important. And I noticed that some people are scared to make moves in certain rooms. So I want to talk about. Placement for sure.
Right.
And talk about the benefits of one. We have one. We don't lose very often unless we have a very strong team and they just beat the shit out of us. So, but other than that, arena and war is going to be the next one. We're definitely going to want guests. I don't know how long we will have y'all in here, but I want to at least get a couple of y'all. So we will be looking and reaching out to some of y'all.
Right, we will be. Either we'll slide into your DMs.
Be like, hey man, you want to be a guest? Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna send a message. But I don't want to be a creeper. We have enough of those. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all get ready for the next episode. Again, if there are any tips, any ideas, anything like that, please let us know. We get better when we hear y'all's feedback. And if there's certain things y'all want us to talk about, let us know.
Exactly.
We need things to talk about.
We need to know.
Yep. So, y'all have a great day, and I hope y'all enjoyed episode 2, and we will see y'all next week.
Peace out.